Saving money for the sole purpose of saving money is actually wrong. Because when you make money and you take it to the bank, the money has lost its value. Hi, Sam Ozani here. I'm so glad to be with you again in this episode. In this video, you're going to get my own opinion on whether you should be investing or saving money. Several times people ask me this question: should I be saving money or should I just invest? Doesn't matter where I am or regardless of where I am. You shouldn't even be saving money to start with. Nobody should be saving money, sincerely speaking. Your money is not supposed to be in the bank. If your money is in the bank, it means you don't have ideas. And the banks will use your money and start off whatever it is they want. All right? So the thing about savings is it comes from the old blueprint. Most of our parents told us, make money and save money. Make money, save money. You hustle, you make money, you save money. But in this dispensation, saving money is not the best. Money should actually be making money for you. A lot of people will say, oh, okay, fine. I have savings. Savings is fine if you know the savings would take care of immediate needs, maybe your family needs, maybe for the holidays or whatever. But you should not have a lot of money in the bank. Sometimes people think that if I've invested money, or rather, if I have money saved in the bank, it means I'm wealthy. But saving money has not helped anybody. Do you understand me? In fact, there are about 3 major categories of people when it comes to saving money and making money. The first category, these are people that they make money to spend the money. They just make the money and then to spend it. They tell you, money is for the living. The life is too short. Anything can happen to me tomorrow. And guess what? Let me just enjoy myself right now. Nothing's wrong with that. If that's what you want, it's your money. So go ahead and use it. But that tells me about your mindset. Because if you're making money for you to spend the money, you will have a vicious cycle of always making money and spending money, always making money and spending money. It means that you will always be out there hustling. And anytime, for any reason, you're not able to bring in money, is death. Because nobody will be able to take care of you. You become a liability, not even family. So if you're always making money to spend money, it means that soon you're going to run out of money, because it's like hand to mouth. You make money, you eat. You make money, you eat. You are the lowest ebb of financial strata, the lowest ebb. Some people make money. These are the second group. These people, they are savers. So they earn money and they save money. They are making money and they are saving a percentage of it or a chunk of it. They make money today, they go to the bank to save, maybe 10%, 20%, whichever percentage. But they are saving money for the sole purpose of saving money. It still comes from the old mental blueprint, where our parents told us that it's good to save. Nothing is wrong with saving. In fact, the Bible says a lot of things about saving money and how you can save money and how it can be of help to you and all of that. Do you understand? It's only a fool that you make money and you spend all the monies. But saving money for the sole purpose of saving money is actually wrong. Because when you make money and you take it to the bank, the money has lost its value. Now that brings me to the third group. This third group, they understand that as I'm making money, I am saving money. These people still save money. They make money, they go to work, their salaries are paid to them, or whichever way they make their money, they still go ahead and save. But there's a difference between the second group. The second group, they earn money, they save. The third group, they earn money, they save money, but not for the sole purpose of saving money. Actually, they save money for them to invest. So they earn money, save it, it becomes a bit larger, and then they invest it. So the third group is actually a better group than the second. And of course, the second is better than the first. The first is just make money, blow it, make money, blow it. Then the second group is make money, you save the money, just so the money is there in the bank. The third group takes it a notch higher. They make money, they save the money, and they invest it. What I'm trying to make you understand today is that you can actually save money. Nothing is wrong with saving money. You can invest, and you are better off investing than in saving your money. If you watch the rich, the mega rich. They train their children. They show their children what to do. That you cannot make anything out of life by saving money. The banks don't even want your money. The money in the bank, they don't want it there. They want you to use the money. They want you to bring in interest. So those who really know their onions, the entrepreneurs who understand how money works, will tell you, do not save your money. Money needs to be recycled. Money needs to be recycled. You make money, you invest the money. And someone asked me a very important question. The person said, so what if I want to start up a business and I've not started earning so much from the business? Should I go ahead? Shouldn't I save money? Or should I invest? See, my answer to that will be this. Invest in yourself. Reinvest in yourself. Keep investing in yourself. Keep investing in yourself until you hit the $10,000 monthly income. If you make money, reinvest it into your mind, reinvest it into your business, reinvest it back into what you are doing. That's the only way you can actually expand. Yes, because if you start running a business and something start coming in, and you say, oh, okay, fine, let me just save, let me save. You remain small. And guess what? The big players will come and push you out of the way. But if you start a business and the business is bringing in proceeds, delay the gratification. Invest back into your mind. Invest back into your business. Keep reinvesting. Very soon, you will start bringing in a turnover that is so large compared to what you are used to. And at that point, when you start hitting $10,000 every month, you can now decide that, okay, this part of the money, I'm going to now invest it maybe in a part of my business or invest it into what I'm doing. But the thing is this, even when you are earning $10,000 every month, I will still advise that you keep reinvesting in your mind, reinvesting in your business, reinvesting in what you are doing until you 10x that income. The cash flow is very easy and simple to understand. First, start up something and work it to the point where it starts bringing in $10,000 every month. And once you start hitting $10,000 every month, move it and 10x. 10x whatever principles or whatever thing you did that got you to that 10,000, 10x it. And once it's 10x, then you can invest. And after you've invested, then your freedom comes. A lot of people start earning small money and they want to become investors overnight. Maybe it works for some, I don't know. But I'm telling you what really works. There's an abundance around us. The real entrepreneurs amongst us understand that you have to spend money, pour in money, reinvest money so you can become a major player in your field, in your profession. So when you hit that threshold, $10,000 US, if you need to jump up and down, fine, it's good. But reinvest it back into your business. Reinvest it back into what you're doing. Reinvest it back into networks, building networks. Reinvest it back into creating relationships. There are relationships that once you get connected to them or to such a relationship, it can open more doors for you. Use the money that is coming in as a tool. Invest, reinvest, keep reinvesting until the money comes up. Then at that point, you can scale. And once you scale, you can now become an investor. While you are waiting to become an investor, it's important to study. It's important to show yourself approved. You understand? It's important to study what you are doing. It's important to study further to understand your industry, your profession. That's what reinvesting your money can do for you. Once you hit that $10,000 per month, a lot of people chill out. They want to just rest. But don't do that. Once you hit that $10,000 per month, what you need to do is to 10x. 10x it. And usually when you are 10xing, you may need to reinvest back in your mind, reinvest back into the tools of production, reinvest back into people, reinvest back into communications and whatever channel you have that got you the $10,000 initially. So reinvest back into your business. And some people might say, this is foolish. It's foolish to do that. You're making money. Why don't you keep some? What if the money doesn't come again? No, there's always money. Money is always available. Money is always available. Money is always looking for the person who understands how to use it, how to multiply it, how to communicate with it, how to embrace it, how to recognize it. Benjamin Franklin said something very striking. He said that put a coin in your mind and it will overflow. And from your mind, coins will overflow into your pocket. As you invest in your mind, as you invest in relationships, as you invest in experiences, your horizon begins to widen. Your paradigm begins to shift. And you start attracting to yourself opportunities that can open wider doors and help you make more money. And then such monies keep coming. Don't look at it and say, okay, fine, let me start saving. No. Grant Cardone said something. He said, if you are left with $30,000, you are already broke. You are broke already. So reinvest it into your business. Pour it back into your business. There are times you may need to save money, but saving money is just to take care of a few things, needs and all of that. Fine. But do not put money in the bank with the intention that the money in the bank is also investment or is bringing in more money. That is the greatest deception of the 21st century. It's a scam. Reinvest the money into your mind. It's not a popular opinion because we come from the family circle where our parents advise us about money, but usually most of the parents that gave such advice or piece of advice were actually broke. They were broke. So why would you do something that was, why would you follow the advice, financial advice of someone who is not a millionaire? This is very simple. This is very easy. What do you need to do? Take stock of the monies you have. Tell yourself, I'm not going to be a spender. I make money, I spend. Also tell yourself, I'm not going to be a saver. You make money, you save. You make money, you save. For the sole purpose of saving money. You also need to step up from the third category, which is you save money and then you invest the money. Okay, you make money, you save money, then you invest. It's a good place to be. But move yourself to the next level. That next level is where you are constantly reinvesting your money in what you are doing. Reinvesting your money into your mind so you can be the best. You reinvest, you keep reinvesting to the point where the money becomes so huge. The cash flow, once you 10x your cash flow, you can in one day do what you're not able to do had you not invested into your mind. You can in one day achieve so much result compared to one full year of cash flow. Because when you keep reinvesting into your mind, before you know it, leverage will set in. And once leverage kicks in, you start leveraging on everything that you've done. And the monies you've poured in keeps multiplying because you're investing in your mind, you're investing in your business, you're reinvesting into all of these things. And guess what? Opportunities come. And the opportunities can only come to those who are ready. If you're not ready, an opportunity presents itself. You are late. It's too late. It's too late. You must be ready before the opportunity comes. If the opportunity shows up and you are just trying to get yourself together, sorry, it won't come back. Saving money is good, but investing money, especially when you have to reinvest into your mind, into your tool, into what you are doing, into your profession, that's even better. Do you understand? And I hope this answers the question, because this is the new year, and in the new year, you want to do things right. You want to become a better person financially, and you want to make more money, and you want to multiply your money. But for you to multiply your money, you need to understand that there's a threshold, and that threshold is make money, reinvest into your mind, reinvest into your business. Some people will come with a different opinion. Make money and then save the money, make money, save a little bit, save a little bit. It's fine, you can do that if that's what you want. But I'm telling you, I listen to the likes of Grant Cardone, and I love his kind of results. And he tells me, reinvest into your mind. When I say reinvestment, I don't mean you should go and blow the money, buy cars and houses. They are nice things actually. You should have a good car, live in a good place. But what I'm talking about is reinvesting back into the source from where the money is generated. Reinvest back into it, make it better, make the processes better, get better tools, educate yourself, re-educate yourself. If you need to go for short courses, go back for short courses. And acquire information that will help you become a better person. Sharpen your skills. I don't mean you should go back to school. I mean, go back and acquire skills that will sharpen your money-making ability. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So if we do this, if you're able to cut that line between saving money and then investing money, this new year will be an amazing year for you. Yes, it will, because it's going to be a shift from what you are used to, which is make money, save money, or make money, spend money, whichever. But this time around, you are earning money, you are making money, and you are not even spending it, you are reinvesting it. Because when you reinvest into your mind will pour out and overflow into your purse, into your pocket, according to Benjamin Franklin. So this is Sam Ozani, the bootstrap entrepreneur. If you've not subscribed, consider subscribing. Just hit the subscription button below, okay? And in this channel, I'm going to be sharing more on investments, more on strategies through which you can bootstrap yourself to success. Remember this, the most important thing is to start up a business or start up something that can help you start earning $10,000 every month. For me, network marketing was the vehicle I used. And I believe network marketing is an opportunity for a lot of people to create that needed cash flow. Of course, it's not an easy venture. It's something you have to learn. You have to take your time to go through the processes and understand how it works. You need time to understand the skills, okay? It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not an overnight success thing, okay? It's not money growing on trees, as paraded by a lot of ignorant people. It's not. Now, you could also use another means. There are several ways you could start up a business and get yourself to $10,000 every month. And once you're able to get yourself to $10,000 every month, regardless of the channel, legitimate channel you decide to use or vehicle, once you get to that point, reinvest into your mind, reinvest into what you're doing, reinvest back into your business. And once that is done, it will help you 10x the cash flow. It will 10x the $10,000 that comes in every month, because when you keep reinvesting, it's going to increase the opportunities around you. It's going to give you the opportunity to skyrocket or multiply. There will be a multiplication effect on the business you are doing. And once that is achieved, then you have enough resources to really invest. First, create a cash flow of $10,000. Reinvest, keep reinvesting, keep reinvesting. That is what I call 10xing. When you 10x the cash flow, when you 10x the money, you keep, pouring oil on it. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep pouring water on it. Keep pouring money on it. Keep taking care of it. And then it keeps growing. But this time around, it's growing exponentially to the point where you have enough money, much more than enough money, to now invest. And that way, your business explodes. All right? Thank you so much for listening thus far. This is Sam Ozani, the bootstrap entrepreneur. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for staying. See you on the next one. Thank you.